60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill.
Second and 4. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant. Watch the screen. Pass. Go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
60 outlaw.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
That's trash. That's trash.
2.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Blue draw Corker. Snap.
On the ground, this is Kamara. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Haywood!
To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Go!
Garoppolo on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Ready?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. 8 reads. Pilot, 64.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Switch. 61. Match box now.
Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with Kamara. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Mexico City 1st down.
Down. 10-2 stop.
54 miles. All day, dog.
Move. 5.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard.
Accuracy's trash. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And a huge play that time. 61 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it right.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Go. Mike 50. Hey, wahoo.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Ready?
Garoppolo again. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Check 52. Check 3. Check 2.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, Zoo. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Again, it's Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. His kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out. Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. That's out to Chubb, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Hey, Alpha.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 33. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. And again, it's Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. He'll look to throw. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Set, ready? Hard, head over.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Second and 5. Flushed out right. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
They're
going to look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
The Cowboys take over first down 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run it again with Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
Get it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
8 read.
First down 10 at the 12-yard line.
Leo.
Watch that.
6-6. Bullet hop.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to Smith. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Smith here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. open man is Smith. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
On second and a yard, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Garoppolo on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. An incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They run it again with Chubb. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
They'll take over. We got this. First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
17.